Welcome back, guys, to Big Stevie Cool 1872, and today we're here to talk about Philip Clement and his comments about Hamza Igamani, and also just other happy clapping comments in the slightest. Because, in the slightest, I just don't understand the actual vibe. And you know what? I think the transfers are on the verge and needing the beginning to get big hauled out here. We have spent what looks to be around at least over £1 million. It could be potentially close to two. It's an undisclosed fee for this guy. And Philip Clement recently, right, came out and said that Hamza Igamani is never played a game at this level. He's not fit enough for this level, and that he's just back from his holidays and he's going to have to be sorted out. He's going to have to be eased in. It's like, really? Is that what we're spending a couple of million on? And I don't want to beat a dead horse, but dare I say, what is the actual point of this transfer? You know, that's what I will say. Like, seriously, what is the actual point of this making this transfer for this guy? People may be like, well, that's a bit harsh. We haven't seen him play. He's never played at any level remotely good enough for this football club. And I'm not booting a guy that, literally hasn't kicked the ball. Maybe he's a quick learner. Maybe after a couple of months, couple of weeks, this guy can turn into one of our better players on the wing, which wouldn't take much, by the way, because our wingers are gash. But I just honestly do not understand this in the slightest. Like, I knew the guy wasn't proven, but to actually hear Clement and come out and say these things is just absolutely baffling. And it's just on top of the negativity. It's like, you've got people saying, oh, at least the board, to move on from that, comments from Clement, like, oh, at least the board gave us an update yesterday. That wasn't an update. That was John Bennett talking absolute garbage is what that was. There was nothing being said there of any substance. I mean, pretty much barely confirmed the Hampden deal. The only thing that confirmed the Hampden deal is pretty much every other website. In that statement, it's just blah, 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 blah. To me, it means more, right, if they actually, if it's like a video address the nation, like a competent, like a competent president could do. Obviously, Joe Biden, maybe not. Obviously last night called Zelensky Putin and Vice President Donald Trump. We need to steer away from that. Maybe we need to think of somebody that can actually string a sentence together. We don't want to be someone to talk about the construction works at Parkhead, for example, have took a setback. But I mean, all in all, man, I think that this summer, which I think started all right, a lot of signings were made, and I get it. They're not the best signings, i.e. this guy, but a lot of youthful signings were made. It seems like the brakes have just been applied, and it's like we are so much weaker. We are getting weaker every season. It's not even funny how weaker this team is getting. We stood still during Title 55, right? And then, obviously, the next season, Europa League run, it was great. But see, ever since that summer, we have got notably worse each passing year, and it needs to get called out, man. And I mean, we're going into every season on the back foot, and I seriously just don't understand what's next. And, people can cry, oh, you're too negative. If you're negative, you're not a Rangers fan. No, I think you need to call it out. I'm sick of the club being second best to Celtic, and if you're not sick of that, then I've got a question: are you a Rangers fan? Because this club isn't made for being second best. It's about winning, and we haven't done that in a serious long time.